Chengdu,
Qingdao.
The Rolling Mountains,
the Rainbow Mountains,
The longest glass bridge.
Inner Mongolia.
Inner Mongolia,
The Great Wall.
the Great Wall.
Harbin.
Harbin in the winter.
I believe I just visited like few places. I believe 7. And my most favorite is Beijing, the Great Wall. That's amazing.
I haven't really traveled too much within China, so I've been to, I lived in Beijing and I lived there and I explored Beijing. Now I'm in Shanghai, I'm trying to explore Shanghai. But I did visit the Great Wall and I did go to the longest glass bridge in near Hunan. So that was a lot of fun. I would say my favorite would have to be those two. The Great Wall is just something I've always wanted to see since I was a kid. And the longest glass bridge was actually very interesting. It was like on top of these hills and the canyons like over a forest. So it was a good hike up and it was like there's this ancient village down at the bottom of the bridge and I stayed there overnight, got to explore the village and yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I think I've traveled to 5 or 6 places in China, and it would probably be a tie for my 2 favorite. I got to go to Yangshuo with like the rolling mountains and the rivers, and it feels like you're in Jurassic Park there. And then I also got to go to Inner Mongolia, which was really cool because their culture is very different from anywhere else in China, and the food was delicious. And we got to go to the grasslands, so that was a really fun trip.
I've been lucky enough to travel to quite a few places, maybe like 10 or 12 different cities. I think my favorite was Inner Mongolia. There's 2 cities up there that I went to, Hohhot and Baotou. They were just amazing. It's like completely different to the rest of China. The food was really amazing. We rode horses with like Mongolian people and we saw a show where they were doing all sorts of acrobatics on horseback and it was just an incredible experience, yeah.
I visited a few kind of different cities around. I went to see the Rainbow Mountains, which took like a 30-hour train journey from Shanghai, which was fascinating. It was a whole experience. I really liked sort of Taishan Mountain as well, seeing Beijing, seeing Guangzhou. And there's a few sort of lovely little cities, little for China, around Shanghai as well, which all have kind of different things to offer.
Good question. I would definitely say Harbin has been my #1 travel destination, going for the Ice and Snow Festival in the sort of December months, the winter months. Lots of fun, lots of beautiful things to do, lots of sculptures and all of that. So that was my favorite place that I visited.
I've done, I guess, a little bit in the north and in East China as well. I haven't gone south yet, and I really want to go, to Guangzhou or Shenzhen. But my favorite was definitely Qingdao. I went there in the summer. There's a ton of beaches and like cool, seafood restaurants and things. And yeah, Qingdao was a really fun experience, definitely.
So I'm lucky enough, I've visited about 15 cities all over China. Yeah, one of my favorite places or cities is Chengdu, because like it's really kind of like a hub. You feel the modern part, you also feel like the old part of the city, and then from there, Chengdu is quite big, so I was actually able to go to this place. It's called Chujaiko. So it's really famous and it's really, really beautiful. So yeah, I've only been there once. I hope that I can visit that again. So
I've visited a lot of places. I like to take weekend trips, so I go up to Beijing, Guangzhou, Hong Kong, but also around Shanghai. And my favorite place is Hangzhou. It's a very nice place. The West Lake is great because they have a beautiful kind of like tea field that's in the mountains, so it's kind of rolling. And when you get on top of the hill or the mountain, you can see the whole city, and it looks very nice. Yeah.
There is a lake, it's called Qingdao, and in the lake there is an old city. So you can dive to go check out the submerged city. It's crazy, it's just crazy.